Hello Eternum and welcome to KOTT News, Eternum's #1 source for news, and this is the War Report. Dynamic change in the history of Eternum last night as the forces of HEX 2.0 capture the keep of First Light and secure the role of Spice Lords. We caught up with company leadership on the steps of City Hall as we discussed their victory and intentions for the hamlet. Congratulations on your victory out here in First Light. How do you think your fight went out there tonight?
The fight is really good, especially from our alliance, Nameless, and Lost Templar, and of course our company Booty Club and Hex. Like, we did a really good job coordinate, and like our first time rostering, we take a territory. We're pretty happy about it. Special shout out to the Chinese community here. Love you guys, and we'll grow together.
What are your intentions now that you have claimed the hamlet as your own?
We're still gonna keep the city upgraded and use it as our base to challenge more illegal company out here, and hopefully to take another one soon.
Governor Zhang immediately began issuing food supplies to the local citizens displaced by the recent blob attack and will refill the rations daily. Members of the citizenry that wish to volunteer their efforts in repairing the devastated hamlet may seek mission tasks on the mission board outside of City Hall. KOTT news crews were also able to secure an interview with Perplexual's leadership following their defense of Mourningdale, who had this to say.
JC, I'm going to be honest with you. At first they had us a little worried. They started capping B point right off the top, but, we held it down. We held every single point, and, it felt good. Big shout out to HBM and Pirates. As always, they're helping us. They're part of our alliance, big, strong Purple Alliance. And as always, man, we're for the people. Mourningdale is for the people. Perplexual is for the people. And just love being here. So,
Perplexual city planners then showed us their improvement plans for the Central Canal project, including plans to build a new bathhouse along the Northern Canal, which will include designs to implement heating techniques the Perplexual's personnel demonstrated during their post-victory celebration. Looking at the one-day forecast, and it's going to be a beautiful morning all day long, well into evening until, you guessed it, southern hurricanes will dredge up corrupted invaders in the lower central regions. Only 2 submissions for Simulated Fantasy Combat Resolution tonight, brought to you by LARPCO. Remember, if it isn't LARPCO, it's cardboard. First up, the Marauders of Nameless assail the syndicate forces of Here Be Mutineers for control of the master fishing port town of Reekwater. Nameless forces make their second attempt in as many weeks to secure their own piece of land on the island. Here Be Mutineers make their first defense of the keep after having 1 week to prepare. They should have their swamp legs under them by now. In the nightcap, the syndicate forces of Corgi Inc. assault the Covenant forces of Lost Templar for control of the primary oil reserves of Weaver's Fen. The newcomers of Corgi Inc. Company make their first attempt to secure land on the island after making a name for themselves assisting in blob control last night. The forces of Lost Templar recently expanded their empire to the west, but they don't appear to be overstretched. The last fight of the night should be a delight. We'll have the outcomes and reactions from the citizens tonight at 11. Until then, this has been War Correspondent JChalant, KOTT News.